introduced them, but you know what? They've grown up. You are like actually 1,000% correct. Originally, these paved roads were installed. Like your average car was like half of a width of car compared to what we normally have now.
Hell, there are so many roads that are still were designed for horses, and they just get built over.
Yep. Oh boy.
The worst are lanes that get stretched.
Yes. Or like when they suddenly expand a road, like and have zero planning behind expanding the road.
No.
Ian, are you loading?
I am talking about one of the players in our group being powerful. So
Yes, and you made the distinction player, not character, and now I am concerned and intrigued.
All right, I've told you before about the size, the sheer magnitude of our gaming group, right?
Right. Big, huge. You guys like have a democratically elected vote on what to play.
And we have to we split up our group for you guys are on this game, you guys are on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have multiple games going at a time. All right.
We used to have a group like that.
One of the players, who is usually one that they kind of try to split up sometimes with me because we tend to cause a lot of issues, as in you get us together, we can cause some shit. Well, she had posted something in one of the Discords, and no one responded to it. So she basically cursed one of the players.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Ever since that curse has gone on, this player has had the worst dice luck that I have seen in years.
Oh no.
On the Rebel era game, when we were playing Rebels, well, he failed most die rolls, and just everything that could go wrong did go wrong for him. We all nearly died, him especially. Well, we go into the Jedi game, and we do all our stuff. We go off to do separate things, and assassin droids go after us. One of the Jedi they go after immediately force pushes the assassin droid, and then the troops that are with them unload. It was basically the whole... It was a skeet shoot. It was, pull! Going around. Another one gets in a nice back and forth duel where they still pretty much dominate their assassin droid. I'm cornered in the command dome and get into a fight with the assassin droid, who can't get past my power armor and basically does nothing more than scratch my paint, and I just melt it. This person gets this guy gets his leg crippled in a life or death struggle against the assassin droid, barely comes out of it with one or two more hits from death.
Oh no.
Ended up being rescued by one of the other players near the at the end of the session.
Oh no.
We go downstairs and beg the other player to remove the curse.
Oh no.
Yes.
I have a funny kind of story in relate to that, don't I, John?
Quite possibly. In relation to what?
Your
Hello,
character.
You
Character.
No, we are not doomed. We're doing well.
Ian, try closing the game and relaunching it. I still can't invite you. John's character in my campaign has not rolled over a 10.
Mm-hmm. And this is a
For the whole
D20 style campaign.
This is Pathfinder.
Okay, Pathfinder. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He has not rolled higher than a 10 on any of his D20s.
That is statistically unlikely.
It is insane how bad his character has been rolling. Like, it is actually a little concerning about how bad his so his character also has the leadership feat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only the main character that can't roll over a 10. His cohort can roll fine. His character, for whatever reason, has yet to roll over a 10.
You want to know the real shitty thing?
What?
We're doing a drinking contest right now in RP, and we're rolling fortitude saves for it.
Yeah.
I have rolled, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes. Curse of the
9,
dice.
10, 11 of those saves. Among them, only 3 have been 10 or higher.
Oh my god. Here's another fun thing. Here's another fun thing. My D&D party started playing D&D in my campaign without me, and I am the DM.
Listen,
shit has just popped off, and I don't know if this is a testament to how awesome the players are, to how well set up I have the things to like just let them do this shit. But I poked my head back into my Discord, and they fucking are like, I think they're like dick deep into a drinking contest right now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where the booze is coming from at this point. I know it's legal. Because between the Drunken Fist monk and the literal brewmaster, someone has this alcohol.
And also
sewing. Sewing. It is just insane. There we
I
go.
seem to be able to spontaneously make alcohol on the spot somehow, so...
Oh my god. You still have the anti-hull?
Yeah, still have the anti-hull for the hangover tomorrow.
So, in my campaign setting, there's a cult that worships an entity known as the Void. And basically their whole goal is to unmake everything by literally making everything be the antithesis to what its progenitor is.
Alright.
The cult sieged a...
Vampire is always a good thing to play.
Vampire is always a fun thing to play.
Yes.
Cannot lie. So the cult sieged Starting Town. That was kind of like the major plot hook to get people into the campaign. John's character had done the investments into like actually starting a shop. So like he has a brewery.
Yep.
So they managed to like make it to the brewery to rescue some people. And they're like going over the damage, and like all but one of Sindri's, which is John's character's, alcohol stills were destroyed. And the one that survived, John's character realized it had an enchantment on it. And when he sampled the alcohol from it, his brewmaster dwarf, for the first time in his life, was sober. And not just like sobered up, like he was pure sober. Like it was clean. Like he was like, when's the last time I've had a drink? And I love like the party is all like, oh hey, this is really cool. Like you could like market this, and he's like, this is wrong. You don't understand. This is horribly wrong.
I am a brewmaster dwarf. This is heresy.
It is an insult to his entire career and his family line.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's literally heresy. Don't you worship?
Yes, I worship Caden Kayleen, god of alcohol.
Yes, it is. It is literal heresy.
Yeah. It is actual heresy.
I am so here for it. I've had so much fun with
Yo, Red, good to see you, man. Ready for some Darktide?
So I have another fun thing about why today was really, really weird.
All right.
So I graduated from my technical college with my stuff for like filmography and stuff. I've been like doing things, built really good rapport with the program lead and like the head of the entire program. We gotta wait for characters to load in. He gave us, so we got a job for the government to do a marketing thing for one of the departments. It was through the university, so like the pay wasn't great, but really good contacts, really good portfolio thing.
Oh, looks like I just crashed.
Yep.
Darktide.
But like during that, I got to meet some of like the new generation of students, and like they had like set up like an entire community center in the equipment room, and I'm like, you know what, this has inspired me. I want to give back. I want to do good. And I'm like, hey director, I want to be on as a volunteer. If any of your students need talent for like any of their projects that they have to shoot, if they need anything like that, put me down for that. And he did. A month ago, one of his students reached out, and we started doing things. And I have discovered that this particular student is 100% spud. Like, this dude...
Is that good or bad?
Oh, it's not good, let me tell you. This poor dude, he's fresh out of high school. He is possibly the most anxious person I have ever met in my life. And that is saying something. For anyone who has met my very tiny partner, they are a very anxious being. And this guy, like, has them beat. So, for this particular project, the thing that I'm supposed to be is a reporter for a interview piece. And, like, because, like, part of that is I have to have a certain dress code. So I'm all dressed up on the first day that I go to meet him. And we go to meet him. And the dude, like, is just a total mess. Doesn't know all the stuff that he wants to do. I help walk him through interviewing, well, not even interviewing, asking the questions for the person that he's doing the piece on. And then he starts packing up his equipment. Like, wait, hold on, dude. I'm here. Why don't you get the footage of me for whatever piece you want? He's like, oh, I'm not ready for that. I'm like, well, that would have been great to know before I put the suit on. So we reschedule again for a week later. And like we get to the day and it's like an hour before I'm supposed to go meet him, and I like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, let me ask him if he's gonna have me on camera today, because I wear these suits for work. Like, I don't want to keep going to the laundry when I don't need to be going to the laundry. I'm like, hey,
it's a suit. You mean dry cleaners?
Yes, it's dry cleaners, that's it. I'm like, hey, am I going to be on camera today? Are you going to use me for the reporter piece?
Yeah, the game crashed. We're waiting for it to come back up.
And this is a simple yes or no question. And his response is possibly.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, I need to know. I need to know.
People are relying
on you.
Are you
recording me or not? He's like, okay, probably not. I'm still not ready. I don't have my questions set. I'm like, the fuck do you mean you don't have your questions set? You already asked the questions. I just have to do a read on camera of the questions. I'm like, okay, whatever. Get out there. He gets more B-roll footage, which he had already gotten because I made him get it the first time. I'm like...
You made him get it.
I'm like, hey, dude, you should always get all of your shots when you can get your shots, because number one, you don't know if the weather's going to be good. Number two, you don't know if you can get people to have their schedules match up again.
You don't know if these shots are going to be the better shots.
Yep. And the schedules part is where the weirdness of today starts to come in. So, like, I'm coordinating with him. When I met with him yesterday, I'm like, talking to me, and he's like more anxious than normal. Like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, you know, just the deadline's coming up. This is due by Monday. I'm like, Monday? I'm like, okay. Question: do you have stuff to edit from your house? And he's like, no, I can only use the campus stuff. I'm like, okay. Well, here's the deal. I have 2 photo shoots in Columbia Wednesday and Thursday morning. I do not know if I will be back in time for you to get this equipment and record me. And I'm like, we need a backup day. Can you film me on Friday so you can still have time to be on campus and edit? He's like, no, I work on Fridays. I'm like, dude, oh shit, inactivity detected. We gotta start moving.
Yeah. Screw this kid.
I'm in that same boat. And I'm like, okay, dude, you're new. I'm gonna give you a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. I get it.
How old is he?
I think he's only 18. He's fresh out of high school.
Yeah,
I suspect he either has either really severe OCD, or he might be a bit on the spectrum. Just by the way that I interact with him, and that would also make sense because when I was going through the program, I worked with another kid who was also on the spectrum. And it was great because ADHD is like the therapy dog for things, because like we just vibe right. And
but there's
I helped
also
this guy.
refused to accept your help when offered.
It's not that he refused. He just like didn't know what the fuck he's doing. And I'm like, okay, fine, okay. Here's the deal, dude. I will try and be back here, but I cannot guarantee that I will. And I'm like, you're in luck, though. If I can't be back here, my partner has volunteered to be talent for you. They are not a filmography person, so all they can be is talent. They can't help you with like the filming. They can't help you with like the other stuff. You gotta do that.
You're a kind soul.
And
so
my
is
wonderful
Small.
And so is Small.
Yes, so is Small. And here's where Small is the superstar for this kid. Small is the fucking protagonist here. So I find out that my shoot is actually longer than a standard one because it's a different type of event. And I send him a message yesterday night. I'm like, hey, I have some bad news. I absolutely cannot be the talent. My partner can. They have volunteered. They said that they'd be glad to help. They'll meet you at the campus at this time. I am getting shot to dicks.
No.
I'm in a state of fuck.
All right. I don't think I can join you guys.
Interesting.
Wait, if you invite me.
All right, hold on. We're gonna relaunch.
Hold on.
Too late.
You son of a bitch! I was just about to invite him.
I figured we might as well just relaunch.
Oh, all right.
So I'm at my shoot, we're coordinating, and I text Small. I'm like, hey, Small, you are gonna have to be the reporter for this guy. Get yourself a lift, and you're gonna meet him at the campus at 2 o'clock. Try and get there at 1:50. Small like, okay, got it. 12:16 rolls around, and Small sends me a screenshot of lift being fucky and not letting them actually have a lift. And by the time that I had
Hold on.
I cannot invite anyone into strike team.
No, you invited me.
There we go.
Okay.
There we
heard
go.
a beep. Didn't know what it was.
So we're Small after that, it was like 1 o'clock when I saw the message, and I'm like, try an Uber, use a different service, try something. And then Small responds back to me, oh, I'm about 17 minutes away from the campus. That is a very odd time, because by car it takes you 5 minutes to get to the campus.
So she started walking.
Small walked from my house to the tech campus. There's a couple of reasons why this is a super fucked and oh shit. I just realized Keckers was not in that load thing. Keckers is in fact not in that load thing. Lovely.
Nope.
We're backing out.
Well, whatever.
Small.
We could have
walked.
played the box.
Small walked from my house all the way. Small is a very tiny person, and the way, like the to get to there, you have to walk through some kind of sketch fucking places.
Many steps.
I think the total, I think Small walked 4 miles to get to the campus, so that way they would be there on time. They get there, and I'm like, I really hope this guy appreciates what Small did. They get there, and they're like, oh, hey, I'm Small. I'm Combine's partner. I'm going to be your talent today. And the guy is like, okay, my script's still not ready. And then this fucker proceeds to keep asking Small, how should I write my script?
What?
Small is not a filmography person. Small is not a talent person. Small is a graphic designer. And this guy is like, hey, how do I write my script? Where do you think would have good lighting on the campus? And Small's just sitting there like, I don't fucking know.
Who is this kid?
I don't even know. Like I'm like, dude, you are full spud. You've been graduated from a slight potato. You are a full-on spud. Like, how are you so unprepared? Like, I even tried talking to him. I'm like, dude, what's I get you're stressed. I can feel your anxiety. I'm like, hey, what's the wall that's kind of like slowing you down? What's tripping you up here? He's like, oh, well, I have other classes. And I'm like, oh, what class? And he proceeds to name the because you know how every college thing has like a required class where it's like either like the intro to college or like a technology and society kind of class, like the basic bitch little, it's a college class. It's like, oh yeah, I have this class. I'm like, dude, this is the basic class. And it's just non-stop. And Small is telling me this. Small is retelling their day for me. And I'm like, oh, well, you did awesome. You went above and beyond. And Small stops me like, no, I'm not done.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh my God, how does it get worse? Because they're like, hey, you remember how he kept asking about the lighting? I'm like, yeah, did he not just do it in front of the tech building for the film stuff? And they say no. This dude decided to walk down the street on the ass end of the campus right next to a busy highway. Wonderful sound, by the way, cars driving by.
No.
On the shaded side of the campus where the lighting is not good. And they made a script, and they kept asking Small oh, is this good? Is this good? And Small's like, well, I don't know what your thing is about. I don't know anything about what you're doing. I'm just supposed to read a script. And
she's an actor. That's what she's doing there.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, but what about this? And Small's like, look, why don't you ask the professor or the student aide, the guys that actually know this? And the guy goes, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my God.
Proceeds to not ask them. It keeps trying to ask Small's like, no, look, really, you should probably ask the director or the student aide. He finally gets up, goes, asks them, and Small's convinced that he didn't, because he came right back and he was like, oh yeah, they said it's good. And then, because Small even read me the script, and I'm like, well, either they said it's good because they're just glad he finally had a script, or
they didn't check it.
Didn't check it. And by the way, is everybody loaded in? Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it's gonna work. Third time's the charm, right?
I fucking guess.
I fucking hope so.
And So like, this dude is like so out of it. Like Small's just watching him struggle, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna carry your bags back for you." Small is a 90-pound individual. Small's very tiny.
Small is small.
Small is very small. Their nickname is Apt.
Yeah.
And it fits very well.
Mm-hmm.
They're carrying the stuff back, and this guy is like so just kind of socially oblivious. Like he's not holding doors open.
Oh God.
And like Small's like carrying a big ass camera bag and a tripod bag, and he's like going through this, and Small's like, okay, you know what, whatever, it's fine. They wait for him to review the footage and like, oh, is everything good? I want you to make sure that everything is good. And he's like, well, it's a little quiet. And Small's like, okay, well, do you want to reshoot? He's like, no, I can fix it.
Fix it in post.
And Small's just sitting there like, man, I really hope he can. And I'm like, yeah, I do too, because we're not helping him out again. Hey, Small, welcome in.
Hello, Saint.
Oh yeah, Small has some clarification. Small walked 4 miles in formal clothes. They were in a suit.
Oh, because you were dressed for the shoot.
Yeah, they were dressed for the shoot. Small.
What were the
is
shoes? What were the shoes?
Small in a suit.
They had tennis shoes, but they had like nice shoes. They had a backpack. And let me just add, hopefully he can load in. Hopefully it's gonna be the normal thing where he just loads in post.
Yeah.
On a cold day, yeah, it's unseasonably cold. Like it's like we've gotten a freeze warning after it was 90 degrees, literally just last week. And here's what my other concern was when Small informed me that they were walking to tech, and they have to go through like the not great parts of our city to get there. And I'm just sitting there in Columbia like, man, I really fucking hope that Small does not end up on the next fucking True Crimes podcast, because that would be
very
they'd
disappointing.
be thrilled. That'd be how they'd want to go out.
So
But I would be
I'm gonna
fucked
go.
for
I'm gonna
Yeah.
a little bit, because what you consider the bad parts are mediocre in comparison.
No,
to
because
the
there was a
actual bad
fucking
parts.
drive-by 2 streets down from me 2 days ago.
All right,
There
I'm
have
coming,
been
guys.
3 murders this year.
Small didn't. I looked it up on the map. Small doesn't have to go that way.
No,
get-
Small went through there, and also that road is not fucking great. Small on the way there had some guy try to get them to get a ride in his car. Small said no, he didn't seem to get the hint, and Small just proceeded to walk around the car and stopped waiting for his response.
Jesus.
Hey, it could have
Christ.
been just a nice person trying to help.
No, that was a fucking serial killer that wanted small kidneys.
Oh.
Jesus.
It,
That part's different than what I'm trying to say, though. If you're trying to use
no,
that.
don't get me wrong. It's not like the ghetto, but it's
Yeah, I was
also
about to
not
say, you know
not the ghetto.
Small didn't have to go through. I'm gonna name drop it.
Oh,
Boy,
we got our first big boy.
No, but it wasn't quite as bad as Boyd Hill. There's crackheads that are like in that area constantly. We see them all the fucking time. Like, it's not a great place.
All right, there we go.
Why am I taking so much damage? Like I'm already at half health.
Well,
What the
you're
fuck?
always charging ahead. That's part of it.
Yeah, I'm always charging, but that's what I'm supposed to do.
That guy just didn't know I existed.
Whoa, you have taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, like abnormally.
Where the fuck?
Is there a sniper? I bet there's a sniper.
I don't hear one.
see.
Oh, hello, guys.
The kid didn't know I walked 4 miles to get there, and he forgot about the sound where he was like, well, I don't know if the camera is getting sound or not. That's right.
Oh no.
Like, and I'm like, dude, how do you not know if you're getting sound or not? How do you not know this at this point in the program? I'm like, you've worked, like, you have to pass a camera exam to get to this point in the program. How have you not gotten to this part? Needless to say, I hear a pox burster.
There he is.
I see the pox burster. And oh my god,
Good shooting.
that looks so spooky.
I almost didn't get it because I was still going through my reload animation when he popped up.
Yeah, That was really spooky.
Grenade time.
Hello, guys.
How do you
Yep.
jump down there?
Well, I can flop him for it. Go ahead and grenade because this staggers.
And I
Yeah,
also
you don't have to
stagger.
stagger him if they're dead already.
Yeah, Small. I actually did. I did say that. I told that part of the story
Oh.
where you kept trying to get
Hey,
him to go
fire
to the
bat.
professor, and he just kept not doing it. He's like
Oh,
literally,
stuff behind us.
literally. He's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Proceeds to not do the good idea.
Yep, nades.
Oh my god. That's a nerd puncher. I don't know where he is. He's either behind us or
He's
in
coming
front
from
of us.
over on
He's
us.
coming.
There he is. Oh shit.
Immediately goes for your ass.
That's fine. I'm feeling a bit nerdly today. Oh my god. It was like that was such a weird thing. And like the whole time I'm like, Small, do not walk back. My parents live in this area. They will give you a ride. Like it was just like it was that was like the heat of some of the weirdness.
Oh, big boys.
Double big boys, one less big boy, two less big boys. I still need to scrub the footage from our last stream to see how many of those gunners we killed.
A lot.
It was a lot.
I'm blowing up.
Oh, okay, there you are. I thought you were gonna blow up top. That would have been bad.
Hey,
That
yeah,
would
I
have been
immediately
a
dropped down.
horrible repeat of the last time.
yeah.
No,
Hey,
last
don't
time
turn
I
into me.
actually got murked by something, so I couldn't get down to you guys.
I have a question. The slugs are beasts of Nurgle, right?
Yes.
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 I thought so, but they also kind of look because normally beasts of Nurgle that I've seen are like bipedal.
They can be.
But the lore for Beasts of Nurgle is so much fun and also really sad because Beasts of Nurgle are really fucking friendly. Like they're
They-
basically
Yeah, you saw that video too. From
yeah,
Major
they're
Kill.
basically golden retrievers.
There is no basically. They're literally golden
Yeah.
retrievers as giant slugs.
Just
Oh,
feel
no.
bad.
Their entire outlook is just golden retriever status.
No, you stay the fuck away. He did not stay the fuck away.
No, he did not.
Apparently, Small got some honks as they walked to the campus.
Well, that's. I don't know. Is that good?
You didn't tell me that people were honking at you. Oh yeah, and not only did this guy not have a script, by the time he finally put a script together, he also kept asking Small, "Oh, you don't have to leave soon, dude." Small's like kept reassuring him, "No, I'm here for you. Do what you gotta do, so that way I can do your thing, so that way you can be in a good place." Foxburster again. There he is. Good shit.
Yeah.
It was just constant.
Doggos.
Just constant, one thing after the other, and then like Small like gets to like after they've done all the stuff, they're like, okay, well I need to do the outro. What do you want for the outro? And he's like, ad lib it.
Ad lib it.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm like, really?
Oh hi, that's two scab. That's two scabs
Oh,
in the
yeah.
bulwark.
Something
Got it.
dropped. I don't know what did. Another thing dropped. Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, that's something bad.
That's something dead.
There's a bomber somewhere.
Oh man, it was
There you are,
such.
son of a bitch.
Oh, they're dropping from the skies.
Excuse me.
All right, I gotcha.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the guy also said some of like the stuff was going to be done in a sound booth in the studio, and then he just proceeded to not use the studio.
Just
at
do
all.
it outside.
And I'm like, I have no idea what his end project is going to look like because I'm like, you.
Bad.
Like I felt bad for him. I was
Doors
trying to be
open.
nice when I met him again the second time because he was like, "Oh man, I'm concerned I'm gonna fail. Maybe I should just drop this." Like, no, if you like it, keep trying. You can do it. But like
But actually
Yes.
try.
zero, like literally, he like doesn't do any planning. He doesn't try to visualize his project. I'm
Got a
like, what are
power
you
cell.
doing? There we go. All right. Yeah. Power,
We
sell
were
us up,
apparently
me
only
boy,
honked
me
at
bob.
twice.
Small was honked at twice.
Oh, it's full. I'll take up.
Yeah, if you get the power
Honks
cell, it's usually
Yeah,
full.
considering the ride, the honks were the least of their concern, which is fair. And
Right?
I don't know why people were that. Although small, that's a thing. Because I've had people honk at me whenever I'm walking places too. I think that in our city, people are just so not used to seeing like pedestrian foot traffic that they're like they don't know what to do about it. They see someone walking, they're like, oh fuck, better honk at it.
Yeah. At it.
Well, they don't think pedestrians are people. I guarantee that.
here in the South, the general demographic tends to think most people aren't people.
True.
You know what? You right. You fucking right.
Alright, alright. Oh! Alright. A lot of big boys.
Alright, let's get some toast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, reload.
I got you. Oh shit, I gotta reload now. But I think everything's dead.
Alright.
Yep, but there is more coming, and I'm gonna shock it.
And I'm gonna
I'm
shoot
gonna
it.
start gaining us some ground here.
Alright, down to go.
Watch our back left because there's a ladder that they can take, and they're gonna take it. Because these
there's
guys are
something coming
dicks.
from that way, so... Hi.
Yeah, Small. That was a guy who was trying to kidnap you. But like you
What?
were
What? Could just been a nice guy.
in an alternate timeline. You're a fucking true crimes mystery.
I hear something.
Oh boy,
And a number
nerd
of times
puncher.
That's the case.
Hi, fatty. No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
Got him.
The way he died, it looked like he had a heart attack.
He did. His heart was attacked by bullets.
His heart was attacked by bullets.
He had a heart attack because I attacked his heart.
That sounds like some shit Drax would say.
He died of lead poisoning.
Sweet John.
Small. Good thing
Good thing I love true crime. Yeah, Small, I don't think you were in the stream. I said my concern was that you would end up on a true crimes as a true crime murder, and while that would be like your preferred way to go out, like that would be a very fucked situation. Oh man. Whack.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was not a sniper. Whack. If someone needs health. Whack.
Oh, more plasteel.
Whack.
20 bucks.
Whack.
Alright, Someone take it. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm also good. I heard a grenadier.
One of us is less good than the
Small
others and
was
should
like,
take it.
this is how true crimes start. I'm not gonna get in the car. Oh god. But yeah, that was a little of the extra weirdness. So like I get back, we all load up, we go have a very lovely dinner. And there is a local ice cream place.
Ooh, ice cream.
They hand churn everything fresh. It is literally some of the best ice cream I've ever had. Like have a very lovely dinner, and we're gonna go pick up dessert for everybody. You got all the orders. And I swear to God, I saw Chester the Cheetah's fucking Camaro. Like,
What?
have y'all? This might be a local thing to down here, but like the kind of common trend now has been to put digital camo on Camaros, and it sometimes it looks really cool, looks very nice. This one literally looked like a fucking Cheeto bag. Like I looked at it, the first thought in my head was Cheetos.
That good or bad?
It depends. It depends on what you're going for. If this guy wanted it to look like Cheetos, mission accomplished. If he didn't want it to look like Cheetos, he's got some fucking problems because, man,
It looks like a Cheeto.
I swear to God, Chester the Cheeto was about to hop out of that car and throw some fucking Cheeto puffs at me because I was like,
I mean, you know for a fact there are people out there who would be like, "Yeah, man, I want you to take my Camaro and turn it into a freaking Cheeto bag."
Absolutely.
I just
but
about asked for
like,
ammo crate, and here it is.
did we kill the sniper? I hear a trapper.
Yeah, I killed a sniper. If that's what you're asking.
Like
Ow.
my late
That's a
grandfather.
gunner. That's not what we want.
My late
Good
grandfather
shooting.
used
That
to do
was two
work on
gunners.
cars. Ow, I'm trapped.
Yeah, that's where the trapper ended up. All right, you're good. I'm gonna go help Keck.
Yeah. So my late stepfather, he used to do like auto work. Like he used to work with cars,
Yep.
and he would do detailing. And he would tell me stories about this one guy who asked him to make his car look like a fish.
Don't
What
get me
type of
wrong.
fish?
A wholesale. If that's what the guy was going for, absolutely, he did it right.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
know my grandfather. He
certain-
didn't do any rap. He airbrushed that shit.
All right,
By the
look
way,
for
big
power
heals.
cell.
Big
Oh.
heals. I am not certain that that's what that guy was going for. My mother-in-law picks me up and was like, "You walked for 4 miles?" Yeah. While Small was helping
John,
this
heal up.
absolute
Heal
stud of a
up.
guy,
Please.
You're
You're scaring me.
I texted my mom. I'm like,
He's
"Hey,"
more powerful than you can imagine.
I'm like, "Hey, they
dropping.
walked to tech." And they're like, "What do you mean they walked to tech?" I'm like, "They walked to tech. I need you to pick them up
Excuse
before they
me?
try and walk back." This dick. All right,
I
you know
like how
what?
the trapper seemed to be running away from you.
He is absolutely running away from me, and it's
That's
good
what they always
fucking
do.
reason.
Like it didn't seem like he was repositioning. It seemed like he was genuinely running in fear.
It's like, please, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
I've got a heretic wife and kids at home.
Where's your address?
Ah.
The Emperor would like to know their location.
Just want to talk about their car's extended warranty.
I have
Oh.
a pile of
Oh
pistols
shit,
at
another
home.
one.
Medical crate.
I've got a medical crate already on me, so.
Good shit, John.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the ammo crate, so someone else
There's
pick
a
it up.
dog
Pressure fire.
somewhere. I'm coming for the med. I see the dog. I see the dog. I see the dog. I see the dog. I see the dog.
You see the
Oh, it's
dog?
biting me.
You see the
Dog's
dog?
dead.
There's a flamer. And a trapper.
I don't think so.
Bonk. Bonk.
Flamer's down.
Bonk. 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 If they do not add power gloves to this game, I will riot.
That's
'Cause
what I
that
thought. I
needs
had
to
a
be
wife
in
kid
this
too, and I
game.
said I will not be
Bonk.
victim 23 today.
All right.
Hold
You are
on.
a
Hold
delight.
on. I'm gonna wait for John. Wait for John.
You are an absolute delight.
Yep. But Small did their absolute good deed today. Even if this guy doesn't benefit from it and ends up making an absolute dog shit video, which is wholesale
Highly possible.
what I am expecting.
Yeah, I mean, if that inevitable result comes to pass, we can know it had nothing to do with Small.
Yeah, it was
was
not
folded
for
their level
lack.
back.
It was not
Whack-a-mole.
for
Yep,
lack of
whack,
our
whack,
action.
slapping at me.
Yeah.
Hack,
Punching
whack,
buttons.
slapping at me. Oh my god.
Oh, hello there.
None of
Hello
this.
there. Never had this waiting for us.
There's a lot of guys right there.
There's a lot of not great. Of all the guys that you wouldn't want to be waiting to grab an elevator, that's at the top. Oh.
All right, I gotcha.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Hey, we've seen worse.
Wonk, wonk,
And actually,
wonk.
fun fact,
Oh no, that's a plague ogre.
Okay, all right. I'm dropping
It is.
ammo crate.
Hold on, there's
Ag.
okay. I think there's another psycho guy around us.
I'm gonna grab your brains.
I'm gonna throw down healing
Nice.
farts. I got healing farts
Alright, he's
behind
dead.
us.
Oh god.
I'm trapped.
I
I'm on the
gotcha.
ledge.
All right, pick them up, Keckers. I'm gonna cover our butts.
Yeah, entirely fair. I'm not exactly dying, so I'm just kind of lying there on the floor.
All right, well, that
I
worked
do
out.
also love.
On this
Whew.
one.
Small demonstrated today some fucking
Supreme
god
Pain. Good
tier,
to see ya. We're
some
playing
god
Darktide.
tier work ethic, because they're like, I'm representing my LLC and also my professional contacts. I want to look good.
Yeah. You did your part.
Oh my god. Fuck you. Fuck
Now
you.
you're part of they don't do theirs.
Womp.
So yeah, so the player who was severely injured and had micro assassin droids crawling into their exposed mangled leg is going to be, oh yikes, it's going to be getting recovery and a Bacta tank for the next 3 days.
Oh, lovely.
We're pondering faking their death so that
Oh no.
so that the enemy thinks that they're still dead. I think that like the attack actually succeeded in killing one of us.
You know, that's not a bad play. Give them. Oh, there's a sniper. There's a sniper right down that hallway.
Because we're
Oh,
planning
man.
on doing a side attack to because like basically what we're doing is we are laying siege to an enemy fortification, and
Yeah.
we're planning an assault to be a distraction for someone to infiltrate inside. Well, we can use the fact that one of us was killed as the excuse for why we're attacking so recklessly this time.
True. Yo.
Oh, hey, John.
Don't get in a melee fight with someone who can pop your brain in 1 second.
Well,
Hey, we were
yes,
about to
you
pass
just have to
up
hit
the
them
box
first.
of DMing team.
Can't pass up the damn rating.
Never know bridge
Yeah,
over main
no,
ranking.
Yeah, it was a mauler, and so I just kind of stunned him with lightning and then went into a sword fight with him. Third hit, his head exploded.
Yay, another healing kit.
Yeah.
Big bag of ammo.
I could,
An empty
I
box.
could purge my little bit of corruption.
Oh boy, an empty box.
I actually re-rolled a perk on one of my relics, and I have 12% corruption resistance now.
I'm
Nice.
pushing the button.
And I bought a relic from the shop that offers 12% corruption resistance from Grimoires.
Okay, hon, you get some rest and
Also
enjoy the
nice.
stream you're going to be going to
Yeah.
watch later.
And
That
I'm
means that
working on
Hope you
John
have
should
fun with
carry the
it.
Grims.
well, I don't have it yet. I haven't put it on yet. I'm
Ah.
trying to like level it up, basically.
So,
Trying to
In
build
other
up a grading
news.
with some more stuff.
Small has, as part of, growing, figuring yourself out, Small's kind of realized that, she, her isn't really, like, their pronoun. They go by they, them. But this has been, like, a long time coming. I keep fucking it up, because like I said, when I learn someone a certain way, it's very hard to learn a different way.
Yeah, changes are hard to make.
But what I love, so we have one of the other people that I stream with, Mr. Reed. He was kind of the source of some contention in our D&D groups for just some of the stuff that we talked about in the other stream.
Alright, put up.
And he messaged Small kind of like out of the blue the other day.
Shoot.
And Small was expecting, oh, is he gonna like kind of give a little small apology for kind of stepping over
Of
my
course
D&D
not.
characters like plot stuff? No. He proceeds to ask, oh hey, I noticed that Combine's been calling you they them lately. Are those your pronouns now? Also, do you just go by Small? And Small's like, no, that's just my nickname. But also, how slow on the uptake he has been on this. Because even Dr. Gnome has been calling Small by they, them. And Dr. Gnome has the same problem I do, where it's very hard to relearn how to call someone.
I was
like-
figuring it out. Because you've been
Yeah.
using it a lot.
Yeah, and wholesale, a big part of it is literally me constantly fucking up on it, and I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to make a very conscious, like, force my brain into it, because it's like, you know, when you call someone by a certain way for close to 10 years, and then change, you're gonna flub it upon occasion.
Ooh.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. This small point just point out. I had this conversation with him before. Like, I've even told him, like, oh yeah, Smalls like kind of figured themselves out. They kind of think that them is more of their speed in terms of pronouns. Oh Lord, and just like how slow on the uptake he was. It was so
some people
fucking
are.
funny.
Some people just are.
Oh, it was genuinely just so funny, because like he's never in terms of that. The fact that Dr. Gnome beat him on the uptake was just so goddamn funny. I'm like, okay. Ooh.
Oh, John, did you read End in the Death Part 1 yet?
Season.
Say again?
Did you read End in the Death Part 1 yet?
I've not.
Okay. There are some things that are rather interesting. Sigismund was on the Vengeful Spirit.
Really?
Really?
The hell's he doing there?
He walked through a door in the palace and ended up on that Vengeful Spirit.
So he just literally walked onto Horus's flagship.
Yeah. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on with like time and space, like going haywire during like the siege.
We kind of already knew that with Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah. But no,
Small in chat. You told
They're
him.
kind
You
of
told
playing
me. You told him.
right now and building up the whole what actually happened, because like we're just before it. There's like the reason that Sanguinius went up was to defy his fate, because his foresight said that the day that he faced Horus, he would die. Well, his thought was, if he stayed on Terra, that means the Emperor would have failed on the attack on the Vengeful Spirit. Because Horus has to face Sanguinius. So if the Emperor went to face him on the Vengeful Spirit and Sanguinius wasn't there, that means Horus had to survive in order to meet him on Earth. Which makes a lot of sense in the whole, fate and other stuff thingies.
Yeah,
For
which is
anyone-
mostly Siege fucking around.
For anyone who did not follow all of that, don't feel bad. That is some deep Warhammer lore.
The deepest lore.
Lore.
Like, that is actually some very deep lore that just got dropped.
Yeah.
Yep.
So don't feel
Well,
bad.
I
if you
will
couldn't
try to
follow
be more
that.
popular. Thank you for wishing and thinking that I should be.
Hell yeah.
I'm buying stuff.
Meanwhile, I'm over here still trying to figure out if the chapter master of the Grey Knights is just a overpowered Mary Sue trapped in the warp, so that way his Mary Sue-ness doesn't get too deep into it. Or he's actually just a psychotic nut job that's just like exactly how the Emperor's text-to-speech device portrays him as.
Naughty Mary
Oh,
Sue's
Lord,
get
Ray.
put in the warp.
Eldor
All right.
Drago.
All right.
Good old Caldor
Hey,
Drago, the mad
Drago's
Grey
actually
Grey
pretty
Knights.
interesting.
We are going to try 4-pip.
Alright, give me a second, I'm buying stuff.
It is a low intensity zone 4-pip. It is a disruption mission. I don't think it's on the cursed level. I'm pretty sure it's not on the cursed level. Hopefully it's not on the cursed level.
Make it on the curse. That curse level. No, let's hope that's not there.
Yeah,
That doesn't look like the cursed level, but
because it's a disruption mission and not a hopefully not that fucking one that always fucks us. So, The Mandalorian. I haven't watched this week's episode yet.
It was pretty
I
good.
haven't watched any
It was
of it.
pretty good.
I have some conflicting feelings about The Mandalorian. At a base, I enjoy it, and I'm gonna enjoy
It's
it
well
regardless.
put together.
It is. My only issue with it is I don't know if I should like, because they kind of, because you called them out on the member berries things, and they kind of, I'm not gonna say a rip off, but they kind of like play into the samurai western tropes very, very hard, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just
Yeah.
because it's like when you look at it, you have to like ask yourself, are they masking some of their shortcomings for this?
Yeah.
Because it's like the last one I watched was when Bo-Katan showed up.
All right, but I'm ready.
And I was like, yes, it was cool. I enjoyed everything. The monster was awesome. All this stuff was really neat. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, something about this feels dirty. Like this feels like there's something innately wrong
Like
here.
they're tricking you.
Everything's wrong. Everything's so wrong.
They kind of are.
Kind of. And they do get away with a lot because it's a series based on the Mandalorians. Since forever, the Mandalorians have been a fan favorite for obvious reasons. And it's like kind of one of those things. They could probably do just about anything, throw a Mandalorian in it, and everyone would be okay with it.
All right, here's the thing. People like the cool warrior race character.
Yeah.
The problem comes when you try and make the cool warrior race character make any damn sense, because it never does, because it's not supposed to.
Yeah. Wholesale. And that's kind of also the appeal. The Mandalorians are super fucking metal.
Din Djarin makes sense. The Mandalorians don't make sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was always going to be the issue.
And it's, don't get me wrong, regardless of my thoughts on things, I'm gonna love the Mandalorian. It's a character. They don't show their faces. They functionally wear masks, i.e. the helmet, all the time. They look fucking awesome. It literally hits everything in my favorite kind of trope. Also, the Mandalorians in Star Wars are just fucking hilarious because they have canonically, like, this is in canon, they have an issue of adopting orphans off the battlefield constantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I love that on levels that I can't even begin to describe.
All right. Here's the thing. Mandalorians don't make sense. Clone Wars tried to make Mandalorians make sense. And did you watch? How much of Clone Wars did you watch?
I watched the entirety of it.
Okay. How did they make Mandalorians make sense? By saying none of that warrior stuff is the actual Mandalorian race, because it would make no sense.
Yeah. So I have a couple takes on that. Because if there was a franchise where the Mandalorian warrior race would make sense, Star Wars is that franchise. I liked the aspect that, like, the Mandalorian that everyone's very familiar with is kind of like a cult of the Mandalore people.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, also it's like they could just lean into it so well and just have them be like a proud warrior people. Because you do see that. You see that a lot in different things.
All right.
And it works.
I'm gonna ask you, what is your favorite proud warrior race thing?
Oh, God.
Klingons.
Cabal from Destiny.
Okay. Klingons.
Also, Klingons was a close
Klingons.
second. It was a very
Deep
close
Space
second.
Nine has, in my opinion, the best takedown of the Klingon Empire. It hits so hard. It's done by a character that is not really a fan favorite. It is Ezri Dax, who is a replacement for Jadzia Dax.
Yep.
Do you remember the speech?
I don't remember the content of it completely, but I do remember it was a hardcore deconstruction.
It was basically Ezri saying that the Klingon Empire is dying and it deserves to die.
I remember this.
Yes. Because they're
Oh my god,
so
that just
wrapped up
awoke a
in
memory. I remember that speech.
they're so wrapped up in the idea of honor that they don't actually live by any of it. Because the idea is different. Because the whole idealized honor thing is impossible. It prevents them from having real scientists and doctors. Because if injuries are treated as unhonorable, then the medical practitioner doesn't go through properly, and people die of diseases that they should be able to be cured of, and people are busy backstabbing each other for power instead of actually running the government.
Yep.
And that's what happens.
I don't agree with your policy. Fight me.
Exactly.
There's a webcomic that probably a lot of people know at this point. It's called Two Kinds.
I do not know that.
So it is very long running. It's interesting. So on the loosest basis, it fits into the furry sphere. And the reason I say loosest basis, it has it has multiple prominent, like, species of characters. But, like, the two of, like, obviously the most prominent is humans.
Mm-hmm.
The next most prominent that, like, we're familiar as are called Kedrons. And basically, they're, like, an animal kin kind of people. So, like, there are different, like, races of them. So, like, they're like the tigers, the wolves, the fox, etc.
Yeah.
Where, like, basically they're like the hybrid human animal, the anthropomorphized
You're full of shit.
version of that. Except, like, they're, like, not anatomically furry, because, like, they have, like, the animalistic aspects, but, like, again, with the art style and all that, it still fits into the sphere. Furries rep it. The creators, like, I whatever, rep it. I don't care. Two kinds. The other race that is prominent are called the Bastions, where they are like
Robots?
no, they're you're bad for that. They're like this very, like, law is actually religion to them.
Okay.
And like, there was this big moment because, like, the humans were taking advantage of that because, like, there's a big factor in the human race currently trying to, like, go for global domination and, like, human superiority. And basically what they did, the Bastions are not capable of casting magic, etc., etc. Humans come in, start building magic legally, and, like, as they're going through the plot, there's an exiled Bastion who, like, basically, because, like, they can't cast magic because, like, it literally it breaks their brains. They turn into mush.
Okay. It goes against their thought process.
Like, literally, like, it turns them into, like, pudding brains. And, like, the character goes in, like, destroys everything. At the end of it, like, they save the day, get arrested because they destroyed, like, government property, all this stuff, acted against the, like, laws of things. And, like, they get this big, awesome speech because they're like, law, because, like, they're like, you broke the law, that's sacrilege. And the character's like, our law isn't a religion, it's just law. And at some point, you've conflated the two. Our society is dying because you guys let the law, like, dictate your every move and you just don't think about it.
Yep, exactly.
We're still waiting on the Keckers to load in.
I'm still on the boat.
That is also, I'll also say, while the Klingons are my favorite warrior culture, they're not my favorite Star Trek culture.
Yeah.
Who would that
There's
be?
a lot of neat Star Trek cultures.
If I were to put a pin in it, I would say either Cardassian or Romulan.
Also,
Romulan are
fun
good.
fact about the about the artist for Two Kinds.
Mm-hmm.
It is Markiplier's brother.
Okay. Oh, I will say Picard this season is actually pretty good. I haven't wanted to throw up yet.
Are they done committing sacrilege against the Borg?
We're never done committing
We
sacrilege
haven't
against
mentioned the Borg this season.
Better than nothing.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
I heard rumors
John.
about them bringing back the conspiracy.
What,
bugs.
Ian?
Huh?
I was gonna say, John, help me out real quick.
Hmm?
You've seen Star Trek Voyager, right?
Correct.
What's the what's that one race called that Voyager comes into contact with? That's
The
all
Herodian.
about hunting.
The Herodian.
The Herodian, thank
Although-
you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The second you said Voyager and we were
You're
talking
right.
about warrior race, Herodian.
Yeah,
The Herodian.
the Herodian.
I mean, there was the clannish species early on, but they were more like raiders than hunters.
Yeah,
The Herodian were blatantly based off of the Yautja.
Yeah.
Alright. Dick
Including
Bot,
having
you
pretty
are
much
not
the exact same
Keckers.
masks.
Bring me the Keckers.
Yeah.
Brothers, help me summon
And-
Keckers.
And the Herodian also don't make sense, and they point this out.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the
The
few
Herodian are
things
just like,
that Voyager
we know
did
we don't
well.
make sense, but it's still our culture.
Yeah, we are literally dying out because we keep spreading out so far to hunt new species. We have no centralized government, no like main medical care, no science, no advancements in science.
Exactly.
We've just been spreading around in a big circle.
Would
Yep.
the Predators count as a proud alien? Not proud alien, obviously.
I mean, they're
proud warrior species, or are they just
No.
like
They're proud
kind of
hunter
dickhead
species.
species?
No.
They're
You wanna
just
know
a dickhead
why?
Species that literally hunts lesser species.
Why Keckers?
Because the predators are just sport hunter religious stuff, completely separate from the society.
Are they?
pretty much. Yeah.
I need to go into some deep lore.
That
on the
is
Predators.
just how they like initiate people into like adulthood. And then there are some people who do it for fun, but that's not their society.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's like in the 4th century, if you were a Vikinger, that was just your lifestyle and like your job.
There are people who like build ships and do all the actual stuff.
Yeah.
It's just we don't
The
hear about them
object
because they're not
behind them.
interesting. You're not hearing about the office worker. You're hearing about the big game hunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to see just some fucking stupid spin-off where it's like a predator,
Yautja
but
got
like,
it.
yeah, it's like just a fucking CPA. He's doing notary shit.
But I
Yautja in a
believe
suit.
we've had the issue of Fox trying to turn them into the Proud Warrior race.
Yeah.
But that's not what they
Pretty yet,
were.
and I want to. It looks
Kecker,
good.
should we relaunch?
Go ahead.
I will say though.
You're still loading.
I will say though, the Predator was shit.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It was
They,
not good.
they've
Did
come
not
to
look
Earth for our autism.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. For me, basically.
Apparently, you're the scariest thing on Earth. John.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm the next stage of human evolution. How
You're the
about that?
blue-haired tyrant that Fox News is afraid of.
Well, we're doomed then.
Fucking Fox.
I
God
was gonna say, hold
damn
on.
news.
John, don't
Oh
you
my
normally sport a
god.
crew cut?
Pretty much, kind of.
Yeah, I was about to say. John
Um,
with blue hair, you really gotta try and
Is that a
dye
crash?
crew cut.
I think that's a crash.
just dye a scalp.
Dye your
So
scalp, just spray paint your head.
small in the chat. I'm the blue-haired tyrant. Me.
Yeah. As well as the
Oh,
blue hair tyrant, I'm the next stage of
exact
human evolution.
So
I'm the
Fox-
superior life form, apparently.
Fox News.
What did
is,
they do this time?
Okay, so obviously Silicon Valley Bank has crumbled.
All right, I have a full
been dissolved, does not exist anymore. There's a lot of very well documented reasons of why it has crumbled, namely a lot of bad faith practices, lying out their asses about their value, worth, and how much money they actually have, and a lot of things that normally they would not have been able to get away with for as long as they did, except regulations in 2018 got overturned. Haha, weird how that kind of happened.
Oh, no,
Bank dissolves because of all these bad practices, bad management, all this shit. Fox fucking News has this absolute fucking winner of a title card. They diversified their genders instead of their portfolios. And I'm just sitting here like, who wrote this? Who wrote this? Where did you get this? Who is writing your title cards? Because that, at that point,
They need a
have
raise.
they have to have someone just like fucking, either it is all AI generated, or they have some weirdo who like is just super meta aware that everything's bullshit and they're trying to push it. They're trying to see how far they can go before everyone else realizes.
All right. Speaking of AI, I have one thing that, if you guys learn one thing from me, this must be it. Skynet sucks.
Yes.
They are not good. The Terminators are not scary or dangerous.
This is
I mean, you are also correct, yes.
The entire point of the movies is that they are bad at waging war.
Yes. They literally, shit, humans could kill every single human on Earth without even trying. Skynet has access to all of our technology, all of our nukes, all of our everything, and couldn't kill us.
Yes,
They have to
the
keep resorting to the
movies
same
only
fucking
exist
crap.
because they sucked and lost and were trying to do a do-over.
Yeah, they literally
here's
keep
the
coming
big
back to the
rip.
same tactic of, if we just change history, we won't lose, and then
Let's
they lose
take our
at changing
timeline
history.
and move it somewhere else.
And
Basically,
here's the big rip. Skynet was built for military purposes.
Oh god. So here's my thing. AI will phase out. AI will
Oh, yes.
develop, and AI will. There are absolutely certain things that will be phased out by AI.
Right.
AI,
including
no
humans.
matter how advanced it gets, cannot replace the human element. There are certain things about humanity, namely
Human.
our imperfections, our flaws, our seemingly erratic behaviors, like all the things that like humans like on a numbers level look at like, God, this fucking sucks, like, oh, well, wish we could get rid of this shit. That's the shit that makes us good at what we fucking do. Do you think wherever billions of years down the line, when our like fucking ancestry divergent shit split, like, do you think the regular statistically perfect animals were picking up rocks and throwing shit at people? No, they weren't. Some stupid fucking random Homo sapien progenitor was like, hey, you know what would be fucking wild if I had a stick and I hit someone really fucking
That
hard
thing's
with it.
really far over there, and I don't want to go over there.
hey, Onga, watch me go and toss this rock over at Bunga real quick.
Alright, I'm going to have to shut the computer down and restart it.
All right,
God
so
damn, maybe we should swap over to tabletop. Should we swap over to tabletop?
yes,
We can do.
and in the
Alright.
meantime,
I'll be back,
Two things.
guys.
We're
Yeah.
swapping over to tabletop, everyone.
I was about to say, if you just want to do a face cam real quick while we're switching.
Yeah, that